Falcons fans, the countdown is over. Just 7 days until the Atlanta Falcons storm into battle against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This isn't just another Week 1 matchup. This is the dawn of a new era. A rookie quarterback leading the charge, a star running back ready to explode, and one tight end with everything to prove. The stage is set, the energy is boiling, and the question is simple. Are the Falcons finally ready to take flight? The wait is almost over, Falcons fans. In just 1 week, the season kicks off with Atlanta clashing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a rivalry that already feels personal. This game isn't just about starting strong. It's about sending a message to the entire NFL that the Falcons are no longer rebuilding. They're here to fight. And at the center of it all? Michael Penix Jr., this is his team now. Atlanta spent the 8th overall pick on him for a reason. Every snap, every throw, every decision will carry the weight of a city hungry for greatness. The Penix era has arrived, and it begins on the biggest stage. Week 1 against a division rival. But he won't be alone. Behind him, the backfield is stacked. Bijan Robinson, the explosive playmaker who can break a defense wide open on any snap, is ready to take over as the face of the Falcons' offense. Alongside him, Tyler Allgeier provides the power, the toughness, and the ability to wear down defenders. Don't expect a traditional one-back system here. This offense is fluid, constantly shifting. One play might belong to Bijan, the next could belong to Allgeier. Atlanta's backfield is about versatility, and that makes them dangerous. And then there's Kyle Pitts. Fans have waited patiently, too patiently, for him to become the superstar everyone knows he can be. Drafted 4th overall, Pitts has shown flashes, but now it's time for more than flashes. This season, he must dominate. With Penix throwing one of the cleanest balls we've seen from a rookie in years, Pitts has the perfect chance to break out. 1,000-yard season? Absolutely possible. More trips to the end zone? It's not just possible, it's necessary. Together, Penix, Bijan, Allgeier, and Pitts form the new core of this Falcons offense. Add in Drake London at wide receiver, and suddenly this lineup doesn't just look good on paper, it looks like the foundation of something special. Falcons fans, this is where the story begins. Week 1 against Tampa Bay isn't just another opener, it's the start of a new chapter, one that could define the future of this franchise. But I want to know from you, is Kyle Pitts finally going to break out this season, or will he stay the same? Drop your thoughts in the comments and rate your confidence in this Falcons offense from 1 to 10. When you look at this Falcons offense, one of the biggest questions has been, who steps up at wide receiver alongside Drake London? We already know London is the unquestioned number 1. He's the big body target, the go-to guy, the player defenses will circle every single week. But football isn't won with just one receiver. Atlanta needs depth, and right now, that story is still unfolding. Here's how it looks going into Week 1. At WR2, the plan is simple. If Darnell Mooney is healthy, the job is his. He was brought in for his speed, his ability to stretch the field, and his experience. But here's the problem. His status is still a mystery. He's back at practice, but there's no guarantee he'll be ready for opening day. And that's where things get really interesting. Enter Casey Washington, a rookie who's been turning heads since the first day of camp. Raheem Morris and offensive coordinator Zach Robinson have both praised his work ethic, his route running, and his toughness. Washington wasn't supposed to be in this position, but he's earned the trust of his coaches. If Mooney can't go, Washington will step into the starting lineup opposite London. That's not just depth. That's a young receiver fighting his way into the spotlight. Behind them, you've got Ray McCloud, the veteran who adds speed, return ability, and a spark to the offense. He may not put up monster numbers, but his versatility makes him valuable in 3 receiver sets. So depending on Mooney's health, Atlanta's top trio could be London, Mooney, and McCloud. Or London, Washington, and McCloud. Either way, this receiver room suddenly feels deeper than in years past. Now, let's shift to the offensive line, the wall that has to protect Michael Penix Jr. if this offense is going to thrive. The left side is anchored by Jake Matthews, the steady veteran who's been holding down that spot for nearly a decade. Next to him is Matthew Bergeron, entering year 2 and already looking like a long-term building block. At center, Ryan Newsel steps into his first full season as the starter after Drew Dalman left for Chicago. That's a big responsibility, snapping the ball to a rookie QB and commanding the line, but Atlanta trusts him. On the right side, you've got Chris Lindstrom, the heart of this line and one of the best guards in the NFL. No questions there. But then comes the challenge, right tackle. Injuries have hit hard. Caleb McGarry is gone for the season. Storm Norton, who could have filled in, is sidelined for weeks. That means it's up to Elijah Wilkinson to step in and hold down the edge. Protecting Penix's blind side against NFL pass rushers is no easy job, but this is Wilkinson's chance to prove he belongs. So, Falcons fans, here's the big question. Do you trust this offensive starting lineup? Is this line strong enough to keep Penix upright? And is this receiver group ready to step up when it matters? Let me know your confidence level in the comments, 1 through 10. Now, let's flip the script and talk defense, because this is where the Falcons could shock a lot of people in 2025. For years, Atlanta's defense has been labeled as soft, inconsistent, and easy to push around. But this season, that image might finally change. The trenches have been rebuilt, the edge rush has fresh firepower, and for the first time in a long time, this unit feels like it can set the tone instead of just reacting. It all starts up front. Brandon Doras is stepping into a massive opportunity. Last year, we only saw flashes of his ability, but now the Falcons are counting on him to become an anchor on the defensive line. He's got the size, he's got the power, and he's learning how to control the middle of the field. If Doras can consistently collapse the pocket and stuff the run, Atlanta's entire defense changes. This could be the year he establishes himself as a true force inside. Lining up next to him, of course, is Grady Jarrett's replacement in spirit, David Onyemata. The veteran has been a steady presence and will play a key role in making sure this line doesn't get bullied. And then there's Rook Orhorhoro, the rookie who's already looked like he belongs. His burst off the line, his strength, and his ability to disrupt plays make him one of the most exciting young pieces on this roster. Put all three together, Doras, Onyemata, and Orhorhoro, and suddenly the Falcons' defensive line looks like one of the strongest we've seen in years. But that's just the beginning. Let's talk about the edges, because this is where the Falcons have truly upgraded. Arnold Ebiketie is entering his third season, and he's the type of hybrid player every defense needs. Hand in the dirt? He can do it. Standing up as a pure edge? He can do that too. He's shown growth as a pass rusher, and now with more help around him, his production could skyrocket. And speaking of help, the Falcons added Leonard Floyd, a veteran who knows how to get to the quarterback. He brings leadership, experience, and a steady pass rushing presence. But what makes this edge group dangerous isn't just the veterans. It's the rookies. Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. are coming in hungry, fast, and ready to hit. They might not start every snap, but don't be fooled. They will be on the field often, rotating in and attacking from every angle. That's the beauty of this new Falcons defense: rotation and unpredictability. Jeff Ulbrich isn't going to just line up the same 4 guys and hope for the best. He's going to throw different looks, bring pressure from all sides, and keep quarterbacks guessing. One drive, you might see Floyd and Ebiketie off the edge. The next drive, it might be Walker and Pierce. That constant change makes it hard for offenses to adjust, and for the first time in years, the Falcons might have a defensive front that can truly dictate games. Falcons fans, here's the question for you. Do you believe this pass rush is finally the real deal? After years of waiting, is this the group that can finally bring consistent heat? Drop your confidence level in the comments, 1 through 10, because this defense has a chance to rewrite the story in Atlanta. Now that we've broken down the defensive line and edge rushers, let's keep building the picture of this Falcons defense. And here's the question every fan is asking. Which rookie will shine brighter? Jalen Walker or James Pierce Jr. Walker looks like the guy who's going to rack up tackles for loss, flying into the backfield and blowing up run plays. But Pierce? He has that pure pass rush instinct. If I had to bet right now, Walker wins in disruption, Pierce wins in sacks. Either way, both rookies are about to make quarterbacks very uncomfortable. Now, let's slide inside to the middle of the field, the linebackers. This is where games can be won or lost because these guys have to be everywhere at once. Caden Ellis is the clear leader. He's steady, he's smart, and he's proven he can run a defense. Next to him will be Divine Deablo, a physical linebacker with the range to spy mobile quarterbacks and shut down running lanes. Together, these two form a strong duo in the heart of the defense. If they keep their eyes disciplined, Atlanta won't just stop the run, they'll control the middle zone against passing attacks too. Now on to the secondary. The Falcons have one star corner who needs no introduction, Ajay Terrell. He's your shutdown guy, the one you trust to take on another team's top receiver every single week. Beside him is Mike Hughes, a reliable veteran presence. But here's where things get interesting. Billy Bowman Jr., the rookie, has forced his way into the starting lineup. Drafted as a versatile defensive back, he's shown the speed, ball skills, and confidence that coaches can't ignore. 6 interceptions back in college at Oklahoma proved his playmaking ability. Now, he's set to take over as Atlanta's nickel corner. It's a bold move, but one that could pay off in a huge way. At safety, no surprises. Jesse Bates III remains the anchor of the secondary, one of the best in the league, and the leader of this defense. Next to him, though, is a fresh face, Xavier Watts. The rookie out of Notre Dame has already earned the trust of Raheem Morris and the coaching staff. His tackling has been sharp, and while his coverage game is still developing, his aggressive style and physicality give Atlanta an edge. Pairing him with Bates gives this secondary the mix of experience and youthful energy it's been missing. And finally, special teams. Some positions just don't need debate. Young Hoku is locked in as one of the NFL's most clutch kickers. Bradley Pinion handles the punting, and Liam McCullough will take care of the long snapping duties. Solid, steady, reliable. So here's my question to you, Falcons fans. Do you agree with these defensive and special teams predictions? Is Billy Bowman really ready to start as a rookie? And is Xavier Watts the right partner for Jesse Bates? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I want your full take.